Hey, 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 hello, hello, hello. On this Perth, Western Australian, February 27th of summer, and we have rain. Well, what do you know? It is raining. In fact, I've actually experienced a flash flood in March, and March is still our summer month. So, are you ready for anything? Are you ready to actually embrace every element of who you are and actually appreciate everything that happens to you in your life is happening for you, not to you? So, let me introduce you to myself. I'm going to introduce you to myself as Ms. Terry Messenger, and I am married to Dr. Ian Messenger, who is a chiropractor. And I'm just interested to see if I am actually live right now. So let me check and see if I am showing up or not. I am showing up. So good. I owe it to you guys to do a rain dance or a sun dance or a moon dance. And, maybe in my crazy, I would do that. But you know what? Instead, I want to tell you that maybe you need to grow some balls or balance your hormones, because if you are going to have some epic success, one of the things that you need to know is that success is not as hard as you may think it to be. In fact, I just ran a program tonight in my Elite Crown, and I had all of these beautiful kings and queens, all six of them. Actually, there was only six on the live stream, and they were tapping in to their pain. Their pain of their story is actually going to be their crown of glory, you guys. Send me some hearts and send me some loves if you want to know more, because your pain doesn't have to be a pain that you live with, that you're stuck with, that you have to put up with. In fact, did you know it's actually the things in life that make you go, "Brr," like ever seen a big gap in the system where things are like just not working right? You may go in and have a service that is really, really bad. Well, I've got financial planners in my Elite Crown, and as long as a person is in bona fide control of their career, they can utilize their pain and transmute it into their gain. And I'm going to explain to you how and why this happens. So just when you think that life is happening to you, you find out now it is happening for you. So maybe you've had a trauma in your life. Maybe you're going through something in life that makes you feel like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? A relationship bust up, a job disaster. Perhaps you're feeling really bad about your self-esteem, and yet what is causing you to shrink and suffocate your voice and feel like you're not good enough is actually a trap. It is a trap, you guys. And the question is, do you want to stay stuck in that trap? Because what happens is it'll loop and it will then repeat itself. And it's almost like, if you think about it like this, I think about it like a child. If a child doesn't learn how to do something right, they can't progress to the next stage, whether it is to read, to write, to crawl, to walk, to swim. There's always a process and steps, and you need to be able to fail. You need to actually learn how to do life and fail forward. So what happens when you don't? What happens if you do not learn from your mistakes? If you're stuck in bad relationships, if you keep on attracting the wrong things into your life, if you're feeling like you're not good enough and you're seeing the world as success is always about other people but never about you, believe me, anything that you can see anybody else doing, you guys, you can do too. In fact, this is where, if once you learn, okay, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this technique that I did tonight, because I'm a creator, I'm a master NLP trainer. So I train people how to do this technology to release rapid trauma and stress. I also do therapy because that is my first line, to make sure that people are unblocked. And I'm even unblocking myself all the time, you guys. In fact, if I'm not living and breathing in helping people and transforming people's lives, I feel like a fish out of water. Okay? So everything that you do, everything that happens to you happens for a reason. It could be a wake-up call, it could be a shake-up call. One thing for sure though, you guys, it doesn't matter how devastating it is, it's something that you need to recognize that's happening for you so that you can rise above and actually cut it, release it, and start again, start a new process. If you're hearing me, why don't you send me some love? And I'm going to be talking about something that I'm going to deliver for free tomorrow in a free group. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you through a process. Now, there was a couple of people that went through this process with me tonight, and it is absolutely amazing. What it is it's where you identify where you are stuck in life. What is blocking you and stopping you and preventing you from moving forward? Now, what we did was we examined, ourselves out there in this beautiful image of being able to create epic success. So as I'm taking these people that have done so much healing in their life, in fact, one of them said she doesn't know where she would be if it wasn't for NLP. She said she doesn't know what her life would be like, because it's helped her with her body, it's helped her with her life, it's helped her to grow and expand. And you know what? I'm not going to reveal anybody's names, but I can tell you that this lady is absolutely dedicated. She is committed. She is a high achiever, but she's also suffered so much. And every time she has a knock, she gets back up and she just keeps soldiering on. I've got a king in the group, and I think you might be watching now, and he is so hungry. He said to me, Terry, I've got a fly in and fly out position, and all I can think about is this, because these people are going to be serving the world soon. And what I'm doing is I'm giving people the opportunity to, firstly, they transform themselves. They cut and they dissolve the cords that have been keeping them stuck, okay? And that is something I'm going to offer for free tomorrow. So if you want into this free group, I want you to say yes and put the comment down into the comments, and I will give you an invitation personally into a group where I'm going to set up a mantra. This mantra is going to help you to tap into what it is that you truly want. What do you dream about? What do you, when you were a child, what did you, secretly wish for and long for? I know, and I know you've heard me say this before, I always looked at the superhero movies and I looked at those women and I loved their beauty, I loved their elegance, and I loved their masculine energy. Who's hearing me here? So these women that were beautiful and had this strong, sexy appeal about themselves of total beauty, and yet they had the balls and the masculine energy to actually stand out in the crowd. They had the ability to stand alone and actually be that person. So I want you to know that if you've ever felt ostracized, if you've ever felt lonely, left out, Just give a thought to the superheroes, because superheroes do not travel with the pack. They fly and they fly, and sometimes they've had to go through very big storms along the way, and they've had to endure great stress. Jesus had to endure great stress. He went to the cross and was crucified. If you look at history, now, he died on the cross. However, the end of the story is that he comes back. And in actual fact, it's not an end to a story. It is the beginning of life, what they call eternal life, where thanks to his crucified body and all of the challenges that he went through and that pain and struggle, it became his gain and all of the wonderful things that he does for people on this earth. The superheroes in our movies, they are the same. They don't go through the movie with rainbows and fairy tales and all of those things that look pretty and wonderful and beautiful, because you need grit, you need action, you need something that's going to be a challenge. You need to endure the devastation. And this is what I say to the coaches, because there is a secret behind success. And would you like to know what it is? If you want to know what the secret is behind success, I want you to show me some hearts, put it down into the comments, and I'm going to also invite you into a group tomorrow where you can experience what I showed the coaches as they're planning for their world launch, to launch a program that is going to be so divine, whether they are coaches, whether they're beauty therapists, whether they're financial people, accountants. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're in, as long as you've got bona fide control over your life. It is about channeling your superhuman powers, turning your shiz into, what does Des say? Des says into the shizniz or Shazam, which is, I guess, magic. So your words are your wand. Your thoughts are your power. And you know what? Your pain is your glory. And I teach people to go into a heart-centered, soul-aligned, sacred service so that they're reaching real people. They're polarizing the time wasters. They're letting go and releasing all the weeds. Those people that walk away, they may not get so many followers, but the ones they have are going to be so close and dear to their hearts. They will never work. Listen carefully. They will never work another day in their life. Sorry, my top is kind of like gaping here. I look like one of these people from the Roman emperor days. But anyway, yes, I would love to look good for you guys, but it's even more important for me to give you some really juicy, nourishing, soul satisfying information that's going to warm your heart, and it's going to tingle your toes, and it's going to bring a fragrance to your nose. And I'm a poet, and I didn't even freaking know it. Do you want to be in my group? Would you like to experience some free, powerful methodologies that I've created through a mantra? Yes, it has derived from neuro-linguistic programming, but I'm a creator and I have terrified it. So what do I mean when I say terrified it? I'm going to show you tomorrow. It's going to be at Perth time, 11 a.m. at the magical time of 11 a.m. Perth time in my private group, which is actually not so private. Anybody can join as long as you want to shift your life for the better. And you know what? As I said, as I'm training coaches to know that it's not about reaching thousands of people or looking out there for all the different ways to serve. It's about looking within. It's about finding the treasure from the within and cultivating it and reaching out and really drawing people like a magnet so that they will be so drawn. So that's in whether you're in service, whatever it is that you're in bona fide control of, whether you're in an MLM, whether you are in if you've got a shop, or you've got a beauty salon, or whether you are a coach like myself. We give you these juicy, wonderful skills that give you the words of your wand, the ability to release limitations. And this pattern that I have recreated and called the switch pattern. And what does it mean when you switch? Well, you switch, like you could switch channels, couldn't you? So I feel like it's a really good name that I've changed. And, you know, I asked my coaches tonight to bring up their divine, sacred, rich, wealthy, prosperous, and sacred service. And where they're serving from the heart, where they're reaching their avatar, where they're speaking into the lives and they're delivering something that's epic. And then I asked them to imagine what that feels like as you are experiencing this, as if it's right here and now, and you can feel the vibrational energy. But then you've got to come back to reality, right? And the reality is that there is a lot of shiz that's preventing people from being able to cultivate, nurture, magnetize, and attract the epic success and high vibration to their life. And why? Because there's patterns. So we started off with a mantra, which I'm going to do tomorrow. It's a very, very beautiful, sacred mantra that's going to speak to your soul. It's going to really give you this juicy, delicious, nourishing feeling within to cut the cords that are holding you hostage. That's going to release the strangling suffocation that is holding you back. That's going to allow you to grow wings and fly so that you can forget what people are going to think, because nobody gives a rat's tail anyway. Nobody cares about what you're doing, guys. And you know why? Because they're too busy thinking about what they're doing, right? So the sooner you grow some balls, as soon as you can balance your hormones, as soon as you can stand in your power and recognize that your trauma, your drama, your story is your future freaking glory. And I would have even said another F word in there if I wasn't on national profile live stream. So do you want in? Would you like to have a taste of this wonderful technique? You have to come with an ambition. You need to come in with a desire. I want you to be really laser focused and crystal clear that you want something. You may want something in your job. You may want something in your relationship. You may want something in your health. It doesn't matter what you want. You need to want it so much that when you come in, I know that you haven't got it. And I know you've got limiting beliefs. I know you've got patterns that sabotage it. But I also know that you, like the best of people that you've seen that's got it, can have it too. So as we go through this sacred mantra, and then as we go through the switch pattern where, yes, you're going to have to embrace that stuff like a baby. You're going to have to go, okay, I was feeling worthless. Okay, I was too scared to step into my power. Okay, I've been ostracized. Okay, I feel enormous amount of anxiety and I've stuffed up and I've made bad choices and I'm not sure why, but you've been trapped by the patterns of your past that include your ancestral generations that have held you hostage. Congratulations, if you're still listening. You can release that baby right now. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. And if you wish to do this, then you guys let me know and I will take you in to my free show. And there I go, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. And I will allow you to go through this wonderful exercise. And if not for the entertainment and the wonderful soul nourishing just entertainment and delight of the words that I'm going to utilize, you may even find, can you hear that thunder? I think the earth is speaking. It's moving and shaking. Okay, if you can't hear the thunder, I can, and I've got to go, but I would like you can see the lightning outside my window. You see the earth is moving. So guys, What are you waiting for? If you have a song in your heart, if you have a program in your spirit, if you have a dream that just needs to be cultivated and it needs to be fanned into flames, I'll give you a clue. These guys created this magic ball that actually turned into like a firecracker. And it had to be so big, and it's my job obviously to get you into that state where that actually will cascade. It's like, imagine having a small fire and a great big bucket of water. That water will put out the fire, which we wish and pray for the fires that are happening over East. On the other hand, if you have a big firecracker and you're standing under, if you can imagine that firecracker just, taking up so much of the sky and you seeing it and hearing it, just like the thunder, that is going to be what we're going to do to put out that fire, to put out that pain, to put out whatever it is stopping and blocking you, so that can be then made into rock solid ground. You can stand on it and your story will become your glory. So my name's Terry Messenger. Thank you for your precious, valuable time. I'm sure you know by now that when I come live, I don't just talk about the sun and the moon and the rain, although I did tonight. And if you want to be in that, then just let me know and I will give you a free pass into this live stream, which is going to be so powerful, so exciting, and so exhilarating. I will have it up for 24 hours and then it will be removed because it's far too powerful to keep that sort of thing up for free. So if you want to experience, you've got 24 hours, you can jump in, and then if you want, you can jump out. Or you may even decide that you want to work with me, and I'm going to put the link for the live stream that's going to be in the group, and I'm going to put a Calendly booking in case you're feeling, you know what, Terry, I think we need to have a heart-to-heart. I think I need to grow some balls. Actually, I think I need to balance my hormones. I think I need to do this. If that's you, I'll talk to you soon. Love you heaps, you guys. And last words, remember, results